Technical director is a role that has been assigned for you to have input in findings. So you yourself have had obviously much experience in a technical director or director of sports. So your current plan to appoint a technical director in Indonesia, what are your considerations in looking for the right candidate?
Well, I think it has to be somebody who has experience with different countries, different cultures, different strategies. I also think it's imperative that the person can work together with a national team coach from all the ages, and from there on to design the right structure, help in the day-to-day. And I think it's important to have somebody here to really kind of design the strategy and to know exactly where we want to go and how to get there. So I think it's important to have somebody who, again, I repeat, has experience abroad, that he's open-minded, that he's quick to adapt to new places, because every culture is different. And it's important to work together as a group, as I said before also, together with the federation, together with the coaching staff, and all together to try to create the same direction, the same path towards good results.
Common goal.
Yeah.
So yang saya menanyakan adalah role-nya Dirtek, apa sih yang dicari untuk kandidat tersebut, dan yang pasti kalau Jordi ingin kandidat untuk Dirtek ini bisa seseorang yang punya pengalaman di berbagai negara-negara lain di dunia ini, karena dia juga ingin seseorang yang punya pengetahuan yang luas, pengalaman yang luas, dan juga dari kebudayaan juga terekspos sama kebudayaan lain di luar Indonesia saja, dan juga bisa kerjasama sama tim PSSI sama pelatih-pelatih di setiap level untuk membentuk strategi yang tepat untuk semua level bisa menuju ke goal yang sama, yaitu meningkatkan sepak bola di Indonesia. So I want to talk about your personal experience, because you mentioned how it would be good to have a technical director that has a more worldly experience, I suppose, like a more global kind of cultural experience. You yourself have a very interesting background. You obviously are a son of arguably the best Dutch footballer of all time, but you actually started at a young age in Spain. Can you tell us a little bit about how that experience was for you, having played at a youth level in Spain, and actually you make a home in Spain as well?
Yeah, I think that's having a father that moved a lot of countries, played in different places, and the fact is my first language, like my mother language, if I can say this, is Spanish. That was the first language I ever spoke, and that's why I also understand in many cases when we talk about players from different cultures playing for which national team. For me, I think I'm one of the few players who played for the Holland, the Netherlands, Dutch national team without ever having played a game in the Dutch league.
Right.
So I do understand that part. I had the option to play for Spain and also the option to play for the Holland national team. My first language was Spanish. I spent most of my life living in Spain, but I played for Holland. And it's one of those decisions you make with your heart, and you just feel it's the right one, and that's the decision I made.
And how do you feel that helped you be more rounded or complete as a person, both as a person and a footballer?
Well, I think it makes you open-minded. It makes you understanding. It makes you also understand different cultures, different ways of thinking. And to be honest, the Dutch style, normally it's a very beautiful way of playing football, very, trying to dominate, trying to play to win. And together with the Spanish mentality, they have also a very strong winning mentality. So the mix of both is a very interesting mix. Very interesting.
Yang saya menanyakan adalah justru Jordi Cryuff ini punya background yang sangat unik, di mana dia adalah anaknya Johan Cruyff, seorang footballer legendaris dari Belanda, tapi dia dari umur yang sangat muda sudah pindah ke Spanyol dan udah dari youth academy-nya di sana dan main bertahun-tahun, bahkan dia pun tinggalnya di sana saat ini juga. Bahasa utama dia juga Spanyol, dan tadi juga sebut bahwa ada fakta menarik di mana dia sebenarnya salah satu pemain timnas Belanda yang tidak pernah main di Liga Belanda sama sekali. Dan dia ada pilihan untuk main mau di tim timnas Spanyol juga bisa, tapi dia lebih memilih dengan hati dan ingin main untuk Belanda. Dan ini menarik buat saya sendiri ya, karena ini adalah banyak yang bisa dicocokin sama Indonesia saat ini juga. Timnas juga penuh dengan pemain lokal dan juga diaspora, dan ini mungkin bisa jadi sesuatu yang sangat relatable buat Jordi. Saya juga ingin tahu apakah ini bisa membantu justru dia dengan role-nya sebagai penasihat teknis, dan dia juga merasa ada banyak kesamaan ya antara sepak bola di Belanda maupun sepak bola di Spanyol, di mana targetnya adalah untuk menang tapi juga main sepak bola yang indah, dan ini semoga bisa membantu dia juga untuk bisa terapkan joint culture ini di Indonesia juga di sepak bola kita di PSSI.